We're good.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 1302, State of Texas versus Paulo Lara. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Applying for his junior to Mr. Paulo Resendez Lara.
and are you Mr. Lara?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Thank you. Oh, no problem. Mr. Lara, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes. We are, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lara, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand them and did you sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with racing on a highway bodily injury? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lara, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
According to the plea, there is a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes,
Defen-
Your Honor, it is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be 120 hours of community service restitution, the driver's safety course, and 90-day driver's license suspension. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead?
A contest.
State, any evidence?
Your Honor, I offer States Exhibit 1 and the attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, you may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, Mr. Lara, is aware of what took place. He is wanting to take responsibility and he asks to please, follow the recommendation of the state. That is all, Judge.
All right, how old are you?
26.
All right. Why do you think this is okay to do this?
It was a bad decision.
Why are you making bad decisions? You're 26.
I shouldn't have.
I'm like, people watching too much Fast and the Furious. You could have ended up dead. The other person could have ended up dead. And then the innocent people who are just trying to get home or go to work could have ended up dead because of what you're doing. How long have you been a licensed driver?
Since 18, 19.
Do you have any children?
I do not.
Age?
2 years and 10 months.
All right. When they become 18, do you want them doing this?
I do not.
Are you employed?
Yes, I am.
What do you do?
I'm a welder, lead welder in an oil and gas company.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. 2 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs. Usually the patch doesn't work for welders because it's too hot. But if he would like to consider the patch probation, if the patch works and you want to consider the patch, you can have the patch as opposed to coming into the office to do the regular UAs. Your attorney will tell you the benefits of that. It does cost more, but there are certain benefits that go with that. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There's to be 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete the parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. You're going to do the driver's safety course. There's a 90-day license suspension. And there'll be one field visit. And if everything appears to be okay, probation, you can conduct field visits as you deem appropriate. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. In order to be successful in this courtroom on probation, communication is key. If you feel like there's an issue and probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to court. We're here usually Monday through Friday, except for holidays and weekends, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
And we keep it working like Oouchie the boss. We tryna catch up like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss. 'Cause we in the